you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
You already know what it is, man. Take my part, man. All right, so we got 5 faces on. Actually, like it's a blessing to see it. It's a blessing to see it, honestly. Like you see, Salted up there getting the Gatorade in before it's too late. You know what time it is.
They were hating on Powerade. I still drink Powerade.
That's thorough.
Wrong with Powerade?
It's just me.
Yeah, well,
Powerade is mid. Like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Powerade is mid.
I didn't know that either. Like
I mean, unless it's a blue Powerade, a blue Powerade is smooth, or like maybe a purple. You can throw a purple one in too, but like other than that,
fruit punch, like you not messing with the red, like
red and the yellow too, the lemon lime.
I don't know about the yellow, but like
I'm not gonna lie, lemon lime is nasty work. Punch Powerade is way nastier.
This is what's the name, bro? It's like refreshing and thirst quenching.
Yeah, it's got electrolytes, bro.
Exactly.
Just get you some liquid IV.
Get it
I
the
got
electrolytes.
electrolytes up. I got a big day ahead of me.
Yeah.
Get you some
You got a
liquid
big
IV.
day. What are you doing today, Salt?
You know, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I'm locking in and drinking.
So
So
that's what I'm doing.
oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, be making me mad. I'd say 5.
Regal.
okay then.
I'd say 5. You know, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. We have no time to waste here. No bull. All right, first take. We're doing take review on a scale of 1 to a very hot take. All right. So up from 1 very hot take, 5 being crazy. Like this is a thorough take. This is crazy. You don't even know why somebody would think of this. So we starting here with the Dano. He thinks that Shedeur Sanders is a top 5 pick in next year's NFL draft on a scale of 1 to 5. Salt, you're our guest. Lead us off.
5 being like crazy and 1 being like I understand it.
Yeah.
I give it like a 3. Like after that one game at the dog fight at NDSU, like I mean, he had his body of work is good, and he obviously has like the pro legacy pedigree, all that shit. I mean, all of those things, but you know, you got to see more. Like we have to see them play actual good teams before we're like, yeah, and we have to see everybody else play as well. So, you know, time before it's like, oh, lock him in. On the other hand, though, Travis Hunter, you might have to lock that one in. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fair.
I give it probably like a 2. Sultan does make some good points that like he hasn't really faced like a top defense in the nation. Like he's proven to a point, but like has he faced like the best competition? Maybe not, but I still think his talent is up there. It's definitely top 5, especially at the quarterback position. Like that position goes first usually in the draft. So yeah, I think like a 2. Like I think he definitely will be in the top 5. It would be hard for me to not see him in the top 5. Just I don't think the class is going to be that great. But yeah, I think he should go in the first round definitely.
I definitely need to hear from Julian. Like,
I mean, it's like a 1.5 in my opinion. Like he's a great quarterback, and like I get what y'all are saying about, you know, we need to see him play better teams, but like we also have to look at the team that he's playing on. Like he's playing on a team with no defense. They do have good weapons on offense, but the offensive line is shaky. Like if we were to see Shedeur play on Texas, or if we were to go see him play on Georgia, like he would be shredding. He's shredding on Colorado while getting hit in the face and making 50-yard throws perfectly. Like that happened multiple times. So like I get what we're saying about his competition, but we also have to look at, you know, his companions, his team. Like I don't know. So
but I will say, like not to take away from him though, but one of his best target is a monster. Like
No, it is
just throwing it in his vicinity, like contested balls. Like
he's dropping dimes though. Like he's dropping
sometimes, most of the times.
most of the time.
Julian.
Like, with Travis Hunter, bro, he like, that shouldn't really take away from Shador, but like he's making a lot of plays, like a lot of plays. Like
we can't say that because like the quarterback is the one who has to get them the ball. Like I don't know.
You can't say that because Shador is not better than Travis Hunter. Like you can say that.
I mean, that's fine. Like number one, the only reason we can say that is because Travis plays 2 skill positions.
No, dude,
like,
no.
Yes.
No.
I feel like, or I'm gonna let the show progress. Maybe we'll cover that.
But like I said, we can't just like go out and say like he's a much better player than him. Like if we're talking just offensively, like Shador's a great quarterback.
I wouldn't say much better.
Delivering the ball where it needs to be with pressure. Like
yeah,
we don't see many of the great or even good college quarterbacks play in situations like this. Like yes, he has good weapons, but his offensive line is not. Or I think they're going to get better. I think they're better than last year. But if we watched last year, they were bad, like very bad. And like that shakes up a quarterback because that speeds you up. Like you're looking at the rush, all that. He still turns up with all of those things going against him. Like I feel like he's actually underrated. And like we get guys like,
Stewart. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm sorry. Bro.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I thought you actually thought you lost a cat. Like that doesn't happen.
Good.
In your house?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm about to get into thinking, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know how you do that. But anywho.
That's a 5.
What, Jacob?
That's a 5.
Why is that a 5?
If we're talking strictly in terms of do we actually think he's going to go top 5 in the NFL draft?
Yes.
I mean, maybe. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's that crazy.
He's probably like the second best quarterback, right?
It depends on where the quarterbacks land. Or it depends on where the teams land. I mean, like, if the Patriots go, like, the top 5, obviously, they don't need a quarterback or, like, the Redskins or the Commanders or whatever. But, like, yeah, if there's quarterback-needy teams in the top 5, yeah, I think he'll go. And, like, why is that crazy?
Who will be a quarterback needy team that picks Shador to lead their franchise into a new world?
There are a lot of teams.
There's going to be a lot of teams who need
people saying like the Giants, like, oh, if the Giants don't draft Shador, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know about that one yet.
Dude, Shador is talented. This is kind of above me. He's top 5 talented. Like he might not like be proven, like you said. Like he might not like have like the.
Actually, not proven. He has the most production. He's produced more than all the
play to see who the top 5 most talented are. Like there's like, let's see if somebody else.
There are going to be other players, but like I'm just speaking on quarterbacks mostly because like we don't know who's going to land where. We don't know what teams are going to land where. So like like I said, the Patriots go, they're not going to pick a quarterback. But like if there's quarterback needy teams up there, like he'll probably be up there.
Jacob,
is he bad? You think he's not good?
What?
You think he's not good? I'm just.
Why are you asking me that?
Because you said it was a 5 out of 5. Like I want you to expound.
So I said he's not going to go top 5 in the draft. I think he's bad.
I'm asking. That's 5 though. You said it's a 5. So like, I'm asking.
No chance of going top 5 in the NFL draft.
So what quarterbacks are you going to take over him?
I would have to think about it.
Why do you think if it's a 5? I don't understand. If it's a 5 out of 5, like.
Yeah, that means it's definitely not going to happen. So, like,
take into consideration, I don't have a list of teams.
Okay, the only guys that could be like right now, Quinn Ewers. You taking him?
Yeah.
Milrow.
Absolutely not. Okay, Milrow.
Definitely not Milrow.
Okay, Carson Beck.
Definitely not Carson Beck.
So you're not really taking anyone then, like. Just saying.
Or no. I said, didn't I just say somebody or no?
Who did you say? I didn't hear you.
Thought I said
Quinn. Oh, excuse me. Okay, fine. But that's foolishness. Quinn Ewers is not even have the processor that Shador is. Like not even half of it. So, and he's like way less consistent as a passer. Like way. But you gotta watch ball. Watch film. Anyways, we can move on.
I mean, I guess we can. Like, I was just trying to get that rationale, but keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We blow this up for my eyes' sake. All right. So, ranking. Wait, hold on. ESPN asks 103 NFL players who is the most overrated quarterback in the league. All right. Josh Allen at the top of this list. We got Ian's Jalen Hurts, Julian's Tua Tagovailoa. And then we get into it. So I'm interested to see how y'all feel about this list. We can start with the 1 to 5, and y'all could tell me like who y'all believe is the most overrated quarterback in the league.
They're gonna say Josh Allen, which is just silly.
Nah.
That's the most overrated quarterback in the league.
Josh Allen is number 1, but then I put Brock Purdy after him.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Brock Purdy at 2. Then you gotta throw Dak at 3. He's not even on here. And then Deshaun Watson, then Herbert. No. Trevor over Herbert, then Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's good, bro.
What would you give it out of 1 through 5?
This list, a 4. I don't really agree with that at all. Brock Purdy at 6, like he's not good. So,
wow.
I'd probably give this list like a 1.5. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't see how Josh Allen could ever be overrated. He's pretty much half their offense, bro. He leads their team in rushing every year. He leads their team in rushing every year. He's a top 3 passing quarterback every year. So I don't really know what else he could do. I know his
Julian, like you the talent aspect of it. Like we have to take that into consideration. We know what he had.
I agree.
Everything.
I agree. I was just saying about the number that you said. You said it's 1.5, and like
I'm not done with the list. Like you see Josh Allen at the top, but you see right below the dude who went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Like that's crazy to me. Also, I don't see why Brock Purdy's so low on this list. He should be number 1 ahead of Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts and Tua. And
wait. Time out. What makes Josh Allen a top 3 passer last year?
What do you mean? Do you not watch the games?
I do. I'm just
they were and Stephon Diggs dropped pass away from being the Chiefs last year in the playoffs. Like that actually happened.
Dude, I'm just looking at his passer rating, and it's not, it's what I would expect from Josh Allen. So
he was good.
He had one of the best passer ratings like in the league.
He was good last year. He was really good last year.
I mean, not top 15 passer rating. I guess that's straight. Like that's middle of the pack for starters, but
Raiders are overrated. Like he played well last year. He did.
Yeah, like he was their offense at a certain point. Like when Stephon Diggs was disappearing, like he had to make way. Like, and they definitely had a better running game, but like I felt like he was still able to be good without his number one receiver being there. So I don't see how you could put him number 1 at this list.
Yeah, this is a bad list. It's a bad list. Number 1, Josh Allen probably shouldn't be on the list. I think he's top 5 at least. Like at his worst, he's top 5. So the only way we can say he's overrated if we put him with like Mahomes. Like that's the only way. So he should be off the list if we're not gonna say he's as good as Patrick. Jalen Hurts, I mean, I can see why people can say that. I can. I'm just gonna be honest. Like the season that he had last year, I like Jalen Hurts. I always have to say this, but the season that he had last year, like it did leave some cause for concern. But I don't say he's number 2. Obviously, number 3, the number 1 guy on the list should be Tua. Like, let's just be like, if we watch football, if we watch film, like if we know ball, we know Tua should be on top of this list. Like he should
over Brock Purdy.
Bro,
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's better than Tua. Why are we doing why do we have to do this?
That's crazy.
Brock Purdy just took a team to the Super Bowl. He just took a team to the Super Bowl. He
He
does
took them
everything.
to the Super Bowl.
Bro. Is that what you really think?
Wait, that's our take.
Yes.
That's a bad narrative,
Brock
Drew.
Purdy took
That's a
them
bad
to-
narrative.
Wait.
Brock
Who took them to
Purdy
the Super Bowl? Who took them to the Super Bowl? Who's
Their
the quarterback?
defense.
CMC.
Their defense took them to the Super Bowl.
Their defense and their in CMC and Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel.
Did we? Okay. I want y'all to actually run back those games. Okay. I want you to run back those games in the playoffs. Brock Purdy didn't play well. I'm asking. Did he
That's
not play?
not what you said. He led them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's
He's
what
the quarterback. He's the quarterback. I said he took them to the Super Bowl. That's what I said. What has Tua ever done? Tua's not won a playoff
Brock
game.
Purdy the best player on his team.
No, that doesn't mean
Okay.
that doesn't.
Okay.
Dude,
I
Brock
never
Purdy,
said that.
Brock Purdy isn't even top 10 player on his team. That's the funny thing. He's not.
Get ridiculous, but like Brock Purdy was a huge part of them winning versus the Lions last year. Like, do you not see the plays that he makes? Do you not listen? Do you not see the plays that Brock Purdy makes with his feet?
He does make some plays
and makes throws. When the play breaks down, when Kyle Shanahan calls a poor play, the defense is right. What happens? Brock Purdy hoops. He made great plays. Like, we're not going to sit here and downplay him going on a Super Bowl run. And you're comparing him to Tua, who's never won a playoff game, and they don't beat teams over 500. That doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes no sense. And if we're talking about best players on their team, let's talk about the Dolphins then, right? Is Tua better than Jalen Waddle? Is he better than Tyreek Hill?
Bro,
No.
but the thing is, like, we have to go to the defense stuff for the 49ers, and you can list like 5 people on the defense who are better than Purdy.
The 49ers defense was good. It wasn't great, though. It wasn't. I'm just going to be honest. It was not great. It was good. The offense was great.
I didn't think this.
This is nuts, bro.
They
They have the best players, bro.
You can go and watch these games or what?
What?
Do you watch the games, bro?
Dude, Jacob, I'll keep it cool. Like, but y'all don't really watch ball though. Like, y'all have a very like pedestrian understanding of football, especially when it comes to concepts. So like, I'll keep it calm. But like Brock Purdy's a better quarterback than Tua. Like, I don't understand. He's right off of a Super Bowl where he just went toe to toe with Mahomes in the Super Bowl. That just happened. If his coach takes the ball, or if his coach does not take the ball, they have a chance to win that game. So, like,
let me say this though, Julian, because you can't get the take misconstrued. Like, don't misunderstand the take. Who's more overrated between Brock Purdy and Tua Tagovailoa?
Y'all think that Tua is better than Brock Purdy? Tua is better than Brock Purdy. He's extremely overrated.
Not what we're saying. It's not about who's better right now. It's not even about who's better right now. It's who's more overrated.
Listen to the point that I just made. If you think that he's better than Brock Purdy, he's not extremely. He's overrated. Then you're overrating him.
But Julian,
he never won a playoff game ever in his life.
But people
won a playoff game.
Dude, people are putting Purdy on a pedestal though. That's what you're not realizing. Like, people are saying like he's some top 7 quarterback. He's some game changer.
When do we hear him? When do we hear
Bro,
him in the top
there was propaganda like that throughout the playoffs.
If he had a top 7 season, that's fine. No one puts Brock Purdy in the top 5 of the.
You were saying an MVP last season.
No, I didn't. That never came out of my mouth. I said it was Lamar and Dak Prescott were in the running for MVP last year.
All right, he was the Dak. He was on that Dak.
Yeah, you're lying. And those two went all pro, so it checked out.
Did you not see the segment where Dan Orlovsky said Brock Purdy was like a top 5 quarterback in the NFC?
He ranked 12 quarterbacks, bro, and that's in the NFC. NFC. It's in his side of the his side of the league. NFC. He just went to a Super Bowl. Like I said this last year. We have Brock Purdy is not amazing. He's not an amazing talent, but he is a gamer, and we have to stop underrating him. Like, we have to.
No one's underrating him. I think people are overrating him more.
Quarterback. He's not amazing. I didn't say that, but he's good. Like, you can win with him. Absolutely.
Extremely overrated.
He's number 1 overrated, actually.
I will say, if he does have another elite year like he did last year, then we can't really call him overrated anymore. But We have to see
can't
it.
call him overrated now. He had a season. He never loses. He had a season. He dominated the season. Went down versus y'all. Oh, y'all get a win. Beat them in the playoffs. With Brock Purdy, I don't know if you beat him. Then he comes back. They will go on a dominant streak. They lose some of their guys. They lost. That's where, yes, he's not top 5. He's not. That's where, we see his struggles. Then those guys come back. They continue to dominate. They beat the Lions. Who else did they beat in the playoffs?
The Packers.
The Packers. They beat the Lions and the Packers and go to the Super Bowl. Like, what are we talking about?
That's not a testament to how much his entire team helps him. And
They absolutely.
I feel like Drew is downplaying that a lot.
No. I'm not at all. I'm not at all. I acknowledge that. I don't think Brock Purdy is amazing, but he's good. Like, he's absolutely a good quarterback to very good.
Top 5 player on his team.
What? Is he top 5, you say? I don't know. Probably not. Like, I have to think about it. I would say Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey, Trent. Like, no, he's not. He's not top 5. I'm afraid. He's not.
He's not top 10, dude. That's the funny thing. And everyone on this list is top 10 on their team. So, like,
number one, that's not true. And also, like, y'all be making stuff up. Like, top 10, like, you're not going to continue to name 5 more. Like, you're not.
I can name 5 on the defense. You just.
Oh, you can't. You're a fool if you can name 5 on the defense. Who?
No, you can name Nick Bosa and both of their linebackers. That's 3 already.
I don't know. Chase Young sucks.
Chase Young does suck.
He's not good. Chase Young is not. He doesn't suck. He's not very good though. Like Chase
Young,
and
neither is Brock Purdy.
Okay. That's ridiculous. Like it gets ridiculous at a certain point. But no, I don't.
You can't do that with any of these other players. So like, you have to be honest about that fact. Like, he has a squad. He does.
So do the other players. So do a lot of these other players. Jalen Hurts. He doesn't have a squad. Look at the Eagles roster this year.
Well, you just called our defense the worst defense in the league last year. Like, you have to make up your mind.
We were terrible last year. I'm just saying, look at the roster this year. That's what I just said. Look at the roster this year. He doesn't have a squad. He didn't have a squad when he went to the Super Bowl. No,
he did.
Okay, then all these players have good teams. Josh
Allen
had dogs on
the difference, Julian.
Patrick Mahomes had dogs on his team. He's the best player. Yeah, he had dogs.
Yeah, that's where the discrepancy is.
Jared Goff
the best player on that team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about who led them to the Super Bowl. We mentioned Jalen.
The Dolphins are dogs. They had the number 1 leading rusher. They had the number 1 rushing attack in football last year.
Crazy.
That didn't just happen. And the number 1 wide receiver and the number 2 with who had over 110 catches as a rookie, I'm pretty sure. So they suck though, right? And they have Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. They're bad though.
Their best defensive players got hurt.
Jalen Phillips isn't good. Yeah,
Jalen Phillips did not play.
He tore his Achilles in the last week of the season, bro.
Well, that's not true.
What do you mean it's not true? He tore his Achilles and had to be after week 14, 15.
It was right in the most important time when they needed him, bro. And he got hurt.
They didn't beat a team over 500 since the season before.
They needed those wins, though, when he got hurt. And then they lose someone. They lost Chubb, too.
Yes, they did at the end of the year. They lost them. They lost both of them.
Yeah, like those are big pieces.
I agree. I'm just saying we're not going to act like those players don't have good teams as well. They have
not the same, Julian.
Okay.
There's levels. We know this. Like, we all know the 49ers are on a different level than most teams.
They're a great team. There's also dogs on that team. They don't have a Tyreek Hill.
That's A5.
Do they have a Jalen Waddle? I don't know.
They don't have a CMC on the other team, so
they don't. They have the number 1 rushing attack, so
not the same.
Stick to college, bro.
I just don't know. I know no bot. It should be hard to argue with.
Hold you down.
So,
but I'd say fine. We still moving. I just wanted to add this in here because it's that type of year. We got the football players speaking on basketball, and then things started to happen, and luckily I got my boy Salt on the other side, so I can hear some of that nonsense from him as well. So Max Crosby, we know him. I heard he be ghosting cigar smoke, right? So he's one of them. You got Game 7 on the line. I am taking MJ. I am taking Kobe if I want to win a title. That's just my opinion. On a scale of 1 to 5, let's get into it.
I give this like a 4. Like, win a title. We've seen LeBron win 4 titles. he's still pushing for another one. That's a crazy face as a Lakers fan, but whatever. He's still pushing for another one.
That's hilarious. But
like we seen him go to 8 straight finals. Like the only reason he didn't win a few of those because he had to face the best teams ever. Like we all know this, but that's another conversation, I guess. But I like, what are we talking about? LeBron, he's a winner. Like he's not like he doesn't go to the finals. He doesn't win finals. He has 4 finals MVPs. What is he talking? What is Max talking about?
Yeah, I can go ahead. I take real quick just because it'll be quick. This says you got game 7 on the line. I'm not even gonna like dive into everything and explain myself, but this is a 5.
Yeah, LeBron does have them. I think he has like the second most points in an elimination game. So, and
if I could just add something, just for us, it's actually a misleading take, right? Because if you say you got game 7 on the line, I mean, Michael Jordan never been in no game 7, Drew. So I mean, what are we talking about right now? Like, what are we saying? I mean, I'd probably take LeBron too. So yeah, I guess that this is hot. This is pretty hot. But I'll let y'all speak on it.
I feel like it's just a pick 'em take. Like I would take, like who I'm gonna take. Like I would obviously take Kobe. Like I grew up watching Kobe. Like I saw his prime. Maybe y'all didn't, or y'all definitely didn't. Some of y'all at least. So I get why you're fans of LeBron. But I mean, I don't think it's a crazy take either way. Like it's not crazy to take Kobe over LeBron, or not crazy to take Michael Jordan over LeBron. And it's not crazy for y'all to think that you would take LeBron over Mike or Kobe. Like I feel like it's just a pick 'em. So I'll go like 3.
I would say it's like a 4. Like, and Max Crosby, he's a known geeker, so you can, and he smashes into men all day with his head, so he
does.
Not the best source.
Like, yeah, that'd be the most credible source for him.
Maybe not, bro, but he's entitled to his opinion, so shout out to him.
And he's probably on West Coast vibes. Like it's probably got in his head, Like,
I mean, LeBron plays for the Lakers, bro. So
not the same, bro. Y'all don't.
Yeah, Lakers fans despise LeBron, even though he gave y'all a championship.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But
that's only a narrative. That's only a narrative that's pushed by.
Guys, now. It's actually pushed by Lakers fans. Like y'all don't like. Every time I go on Twitter, it's like LeBron hate from Lakers fan, and I don't get it.
LeBron hate.
It's not true, bro. I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm very ingratiated into Lakers Twitter, which is one of the worst spaces to be in. Lakers Twitter is one of the most insufferable spaces on the internet. So I see it all. There are an extreme amount of LeBron supporters, fans. Dare I say worshipers, like people like you, non-sexuals on Lakers Twitter. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a living testament of this. Like I never was no LeBron fan before this Lakers stuff. Like we have to go ahead and cut that out. Like I had to go ahead and embrace dude, as part of our family, as part of what we're striving to become as a franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to do that, right? As long as he's wearing purple and gold, he's good with me, right? But if we want to talk about this take though, we didn't get into all the barbershop talk, the history, right? We didn't talk about intensity, mentality. We didn't talk about anything like that.
I mean, we also won a Game 7 finals as well, so it's not like it's not like Kobe never did that. So,
Game 7 on the line. You want to go with your dogs. You want to go with your dogs at that point. Michael Jordan never been to a Game 7, so we have to go ahead and take him out of this discussion. Like that's a different air. If we're talking Kobe and LeBron, right? Difficult shot making. You know what I'm saying? High level defense. I'm going with. You definitely know who I'm going with. And that's, that is an opinion-based thing. We can go into all the advanced stats and analytics to back up why LeBron may be good for a buzzer beater shot over these guys, but I just know that Mamba mentality gonna come through. And that's just all that is to it. Just how I feel. Scale of 1 to 5. About like a 0.5, something like that. Like a 1, something like that.
I mean, we all know who has the best defensive play in Game 7 history. So
we don't even have to get into this debate, though.
yeah,
Yeah. We don't have time for that.
Yeah, type Y. Y'all got anything left on Braun and Kobe before we switch it up?
Nah.
All right, let's do it. Last slide. Talk to me.
Hold on. Before we advance, earlier I just wanted to ask y'all, like, what do y'all think Travis Hunter should do? Like, play both ways in the NFL or pick one? And if he should pick one, which one do y'all think it should be?
I think it should be wide receiver just because how much money they're making right now. Like, if we think about it, if he comes in the league and destroys like the competition, he's making 35, 40 mil a year.
That's true. I feel like I hope he plays both. I don't think he can play both at the same clip that he does like in college. Like playing, every snap of both is not sustainable.
Yeah.
I would like to see him play both because that would be really cool. But if he picked one, I've heard people say they wanted to play corner because his ball skills are so crazy. Like they think
definitely,
they think he peaks out higher at corner. And the competition at receiver is like insane too. Like I don't know if he's the best receiver in college. Even like we've got Burden and what's his name? Dude from Arizona. McMillan. Like we've got a bunch of guys. So
yeah. But he is like the money argument is good for the wide receiver. Like he could make a lot of money playing wide receiver, and like he is a monster, and playing like 150 snaps in a game, like at any level, is crazy. So it's like it would definitely be interesting to see. But yeah, that was just an interesting conversation that I've been seeing.
He definitely could do both, though. I mean, it just depends. Like, it'd have to be like a 70-30 type arrangement, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe like on like third down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like certain sets. Yeah, definitely. Maybe that would be interesting. That would be interesting, actually. I don't know why I didn't think about him actually doing that. We just don't ever see it, but.
Yeah.
And then what would his contract look like too? Is the question.
Definitely reset the market.
Yeah, could be weird.
He might get paid like quarterback money if he was able to play both.
No.
Quarterback money is crazy. You still have an actual quarterback on your roster.
Yeah, that's true. But he'll get bread though, like crazy. Because that corner money is very good too. Patrick Surtain and all them, they got paid. So I don't know.
All right, let's get into it. Games to watch. College football is here.
I just want to do a quick pick 'em with y'all. I hope y'all are a bit, informed about these. I know y'all been playing the game and stuff, but it's the first week of the season, so we don't know much about all these teams. But the first game is Penn State at West Virginia in Morgantown. That's going to be an interesting one. I think the spread is like Penn State by 8 or 9, something like that. They're going into West Virginia, though. West Virginia was pretty good last year. Obviously, Penn State, you know what they have. Like, they have a typical Penn State season. They beat pretty much everyone else besides Ohio State and Michigan. They did lose their defensive coordinator, Manny Diaz, Miami's old coach. He went to Duke now. He's the head coach there. So that could be a big loss because their defense was like top 5 last year. But, they say that the quarterback, Drew Aller, took a step this year. I'm not knowing. But who do y'all got in this game?
Dude, all right, you go ahead, Jake.
You're talking about the Penn State game?
Yeah, Penn State, West Virginia.
I'll take Penn State. Yeah.
Penn State by the points, it's like 8 or 9 at
West Virginia. Nah. I don't think they'll cover that.
It'd be close.
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be a shootout.
Really?
Yeah, but
West Virginia had a good their quarterback's good. He can like run the ball very well. So we'll see what he does. What about you, So?
I'm gonna take Penn State. Like I want to see what Drew Aller can do, and I'm pretty sure they have decent folks around them. So like,
They have a good team, yeah.
But if you're saying the spread, I don't think they will cover the spread.
So y'all think close game?
Yeah, no, I think it'll be a close game.
What about you, Ian?
At West Virginia's house.
I mean, yeah, it should be a close game. From what I've seen, doesn't look like Penn State has the best weapons. Like, don't they just have what's the name from Ohio State?
Fleming.
Who?
Fleming.
Yeah, Fleming. Like, that's all I know.
They have pretty good weapons. They have players around. Yeah, they have players, and they have a good run game. But it's really last year was their quarterback. Like, they don't throw the ball past 5 yards. Like, it was wow. Like, he's throwing for like 130 yards per game, like something like that. Like, it was crazy. So
I'll probably take Penn State by like a field goal or something. Close game.
All right. Next game. Let's move on to the first kickoff game today, coming up in like 20 minutes. So we got to go through this kind of quick. We got UGA and Clemson in Atlanta in the Benz. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all looking at in that game?
Dan, I actually didn't know it was in Atlanta. I guess I'll give it to Georgia. I don't want to, but like their team is it has been so good that like, and Clemson has been so mid as of recent. Like, I'm gonna have to go with Georgia, and I don't want to. By the spread. What's the Georgia spread like? 12.5?
Yeah, 12.5 or 13.5, something like that.
Yeah, something kind of disrespectful, and I think they'll cover it.
They cover usually in that first game. Like they played, who did they play? What's that? Oregon? They played Oregon recently in the kickoff game, but they beat the hell out of some team. I think it was a Pac-12 team last year or the year before.
Yeah.
But yeah, they usually cover that first game by like 25 to 30, even if it's a good team. I got Georgia too. I mean, Clemson will be better this year, but not enough to beat Georgia week 1, I don't think. So I'm interested there.
But boy, would that make me happy.
Like, I am interested to see Georgia this year because they lost McConkey. They lost Jackson and Bowers. Yeah, Jackson and Bowers. So I'm interested to see what they do with their weapons. Like they have like 5-star tight end Delp. He's supposed to be all that. And obviously they'll have a good running game, good online. But I'm interested to see what they do in the passing game this year. And they say Carson Beck's the number 1 player in the draft. That's what they're saying. I don't see that, but
yeah. And I'm saying like people are so high on Shador after that one game. Like, what if Carson Beck comes out and throws for 500 on these boys or something like that? Like, you just never know.
I would be shocked if Carson Beck goes over 300, just because of the way that Georgia usually plays. But I mean, we don't know. I'm interested.
Yeah, we've seen crazier things.
I'm interested to see what will happen. They have a better team, so they definitely could, beat them pretty bad. What about you, Jake? Though?
Yeah, I mean, this one should be pretty dominant, but I think the score is going to be closer than how dominant it feels. So I don't think Georgia's going to cover, but I think they'll definitely win.
Gotcha. Okay. We have the biggest game of the day next.
Oh, yeah.
We have my alma mater going down to Gainesville, down to the Swamp this afternoon at 3:30.
It don't look like you in Gainesville. It don't look like you in Gainesville. Where you at?
I'm at the crib. I had plans to go. They folded it. But
Guy, you did it.
Okay. Well, anyways, what's it called? 3:30 today in the Swamp. It's gonna be a hot and humid day down there. I heard it's been raining all week. 93,000 fans from Florida should be out there. Miami, I'll say we did have a good offseason. We brought in Cam Moore. We brought in one of the best running backs in the country, Damian Martinez. We bring back a dominant offensive line from last year. And we have a very good defensive line. So me personally, I'm going to have to take the Canes. As an alum, I got to go with my guys. And I think we have better players. I'm a bit nervous, I will say, because just going into that game, it'll be a rivalry. Obviously, a rivalry games, those can be close even when the teams are not really super comparable. I think Florida has a pretty good team, but not great. But I do think the crowd will be a factor in keeping that game a little bit close. So, I got the Canes by like over 7. Over 7.
Over 7.
Yeah.
I got
half, I'll say.
I'll take Florida by over 7, actually. It's going to be very difficult for Miami going to Gainesville, playing in the swamp, middle of the day, season opener. It's going to be loud as hell in there. And yeah, at the end of the day, y'all just aren't that, or Miami is not that talented as a whole. Neither is Florida, so it'll kind of just be one of those shootouts.
Where are we? I just want to ask where are we not talented at?
You're only talented at running back.
We're not good at quarterback
and quarterback.
What about wide receiver? We bring back an All-American Restrepo. He's 1,000 yards. We bring back Jacoby George, second in the ACC in yards. We bring back an 800-yard receiver from Houston, Sam, what's his name? Sam Brown. Then we bring in 2 other receivers, Ray Joseph. You may hear him today. If he gets the ball, just know something electric's about to happen. Hear the name, Nathaniel Ray Joseph, number 5 on Miami. The true freshman, we have number 2, Isaiah Horton, and number 6, true freshman, Joe Trader. I'm just saying, just wait. Then we have a tight end. He's been out. He was out last year. What's his name? Elijah Arroyo. You'll see. I'm just saying, you'll see. So what I expect to happen is I expect for us to pound y'all, honestly. Like, I mean, physically. Like, I don't think we're going to blow y'all out, but offensive line is huge. We have 2 huge running backs, 2 230-pound running backs, and a running back who ran a 10-2 in high school. So I think that we're just going to put the ball in their hands and, let the big guys kind of take the game over. But, yeah, I'm not super worried because contrary to what you say, we are very talented. We return a lot of production, like 80% of our production, I think, and then brought in crazy transfer players. On the D-line, we had the best freshman probably in the country, Ruben Bain, off the edge. We bring back Mesidor last year.
Stop. Is it you're bringing back majority of the team they had here?
Excuse me?
Is it safe to say that majority of the team from last year is coming back?
No, I mean, we brought back a lot of production, yes, but we brought in a lot of guys to replace some of those guys. Like, we're bringing in a good quarterback. We're bringing in a new top 5 running back. And like, our offense was very good last year, and Tyler Van Dyke was bad. That was his worst season. He threw probably over 10 picks, just terrible ones too. So, yeah, we're bringing back our good production, yes, but we're also replacing the guys who were poor.
So you think you got it in you to beat Georgia Tech this year?
We had it in us to beat Georgia Tech last year. We were undefeated in that game, and we completely blew it, obviously. So, yeah. Like I said, that is also another thing I'm worried about. Cristobal with the clock. He better handle that correctly.
I mean, they hired a clock management coach for
We did. So I hope it helps because that will be throwed if we throw the game away again. Like, I'll be infuriated. Anyways, moving on to Canes by a lot. Canes by 90. But anyways, moving on to the next game.
Quick.
Huh?
I said, let's just go through these, bro.
Yeah, next game. Notre Dame, Texas A&M. That's going to be an interesting one. Who do y'all got? At Texas A&M. A&M then. What about you?
I'm not knowing about the teams for real.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is typical Notre Dame. They brought in Duke's quarterback, who's pretty good. White guy Riley Leonard. He can run. He's physical. Like, he's a good player. Ooh. What do you think?
Probably Notre Dame, I guess. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay. I got Notre Dame to 1, so I think Riley Leonard's going to be pretty good, and that defense will win them the game. And the running game. Last game that we're going to talk about, USC, LSU. This one is in Vegas, I'm pretty sure. So nobody's at home. I guess USC would have the upper hand with that, but their fans don't travel apparently. Yeah. Anyways,
who's USC's quarterback?
Miller Moss.
Who is that?
He he was the guy sitting behind Caleb. He came in, played the bowl game last year, threw like 6 touchdowns, 400 yards. So
okay.
Yeah,
they're still gonna lose.
Yeah, and LSU too.
LSU lost their quarterback. Obviously, we know Jaden Daniels went on.
Who's
Nussmeier. It's Nussmeier. He's good.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's he's a good player. But they did lose Malik Neighbors and what's his face, Brian Thomas Jr. Two elite wide receivers. So I'm interested to see what happens in this one. I got USC. I got USC. LSU seems to play down the first week of the season. So I got them.
They did get handled by Florida State last year. Actually, I got USC just off the strength of that Florida State game last year, bro. That was unacceptable.
That was.
They had Johnny Wilson and
Keon. Here you got to pick.
Talking that talk.
I mean,
probably LSU. Just LSU? I heard they have top 5 linemen.
LSU has guys. They have in my opinion, the best player in all football.
They might have the best offense in college football this year.
I'll be shocked if they come in and operate like they did last year, but they'll be good for sure. But yeah, that left tackle, whatever his name is, Campbell, I think he's like that. And they have maybe the best defense player, one of them, Harold Perkins. Not the best, top 5 though. Harold Perkins. He can play everything, like pass rush, off-ball linebacker, all that. So I'm interested.
All right, at Take 5, we ready to watch the game. So let's go ahead and get into it. We will see y'all next week. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch.
X. Put them all down. Hey, put them all down and screenshot
Twitter. Yeah, you feel me? All of that. Saturdays, 11 a.m. This was a quick one this morning, but we'll be on next week, and we will see y'all there. All right, fellas.
All right.